Hey, what's up, y'all? Seems everybody's had their turn at making I'm sick videos, and now it's my turn. But I was prescribed some pretty good cough syrup, and I am sick, but at the moment I'm not that worried about it. So, figured why not kick off the second season of Truth, the new house, new couch, new stories. Okay, the first story we're going to talk about today. Scranton, Pennsylvania, a woman, a mother, Dawn Erb, was arrested for yelling profanities in her bathroom at her toilet. It was said that a neighbor had asked her to keep it down, and after she didn't, he called the cops. Alright. The woman was quoted. This doesn't make any sense. I was in my own house. I wasn't outside, and I wasn't drinking. I wasn't drunk, she said. Said that the toilet was overflowing and it was leaking into the kitchen, and so she was yelling down to her daughter to get the mop, and she does admit letting a few choice words fly. But, yeah. But that's about it. And, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Attorney even stood up and stated that there's no law, you can't arrest somebody for yelling or cursing at a toilet, or a police officer for that matter. The woman was in her own home. She might not have even heard the next door neighbor, telling her to shut up. But, yeah, so if there's no law, she was arrested and cited and could be facing 90 days in prison and up to $300 in fines. So that seems a little harsh to me for, being in your own home and just kind of being a little loud. I've seen a lot worse, whatever. That's just ridiculous to me. So obviously there's not a law. But if there's not, the thing that makes this even stupider is the guy, the neighbor that called the cops, was an off-duty cop himself. So he should have already known, I don't know. It could have been handled differently, in my opinion. But what do you think about that? Just a little story. My mouth's dry. Alright. I got another little story. Since it's Halloween, I thought about this the other week. It's pretty funny. Alright, I don't know, I guess I was about 18. I was working at a Cracker Barrel, cooking at a Cracker Barrel, and it was Halloween, so they let us dress up. And so, of course, everybody's dressed up, cool stuff, whatever. Alright, well, I, back then, was like all tie-dye and, baggy cords, whatever. So it was easy for me just to go as a hippie because I didn't feel like doing anything. So that's what I did. I just wore most of my regular clothes and I went as a hippie. And there was this guy, he was like all gung-ho about the Army. We call him G.I. John, like on a daily basis. But he came as, Army dude. He had his camo gear, whatever, little Army badges and all that crap. So we were kind of bored. It got pretty slow later on as the night went by, of course, because it's a family restaurant and kids running around trick-or-treating and all that. So, I mean, there was about maybe half the restaurant. But we thought it'd be fun to go pretend like a hippie was making a drug deal to an Army guy out in front of the fireplace. They always got the fireplace, non-smoking, smoking. So we both came out of the two doors and came around and met in front of the fireplace. And I had a bag of something green, I don't know. And I handed it to him, and he was like doing, weighing it out, looking at it like that. And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, come on, man, come on. And so finally we made the deal, and we just split off and came back in the thing. And alright, so that was one event. Another event, my friend James, he worked the morning shift. That was at night. He worked the morning shift, and he had like scrubs on and just fake blood, just all of it. Had gloves on. It was just like dripping. It looked like he was butchering something in the back. And so like he came out and was like, just looking around, and everybody just gasps, just freaking the hell out. And well, the whole thing about this story is, I guess, is that there were a couple of phone calls made, and as far as I know, since then nobody can dress up for Halloween at Cracker Barrel, and that's pretty cool that I was, part of making that happen. Anyway, I'm gonna go lay back down. That's the truth.